Hi friends, welcome to our channel. We are happy to introduce a new series for React. In this series, we are going to deep dive into React, everything from basic to advanced concepts. To begin with, let's have this video as introductory section for React. Here, we are going to see some basic understanding on what is React. Since React is basically used to develop the web applications, we are in need to be aware of what are user interfaces and how components are being useful in creating dynamic application. And then we will look into some advantages of React and why we are opting this. Also, to get better understanding of React, there are some prerequisites needed. We'll check that too. Finally, if you are learning any technology, it's always a good practice to skim through other alternatives. What is React? Let's have a quick history of React. React was first come into existence on 2011 with its first use case in Facebook newsfeed, and then it's also used by Instagram. But it was first officially released on May 2013 as an open source library with MIT license. Basically, React is a JavaScript library, which means it contains bunch of functions and reusable codes. It's helpful for developers for developing faster and cleaner JavaScript applications. Here, we want to note that React is not a framework like Angular or Vue.js, rather, it's a library. Now, you will get a doubt on the difference between library and framework. Key difference is in libraries, we have to call the function and ourselves will have to define the flow of an application. Whereas in framework itself will define the flow of an application and each framework will have their own architecture. So in library, limitations for developers will be lesser in compare with frameworks. There are many pros and cons on both of this, but let's not dive deep into it. React is basically used to build dynamic user interfaces and especially to create single page application. What is single page application? Whenever there is a change or update in the content of the site, only that content will be changed dynamically rather than reloading the entire page. So it will give a faster and smoother user experience. For example, our day-to-day applications like Gmail, Facebook, everything will come under single page application. In React, we will be using components to build these kind of dynamic web applications. Let's look into it more. What are user interface? User interface is nothing but what user is interacting with the web application. In web application development, user interface plays a vital role to give better user experience. In React, the whole web application will split into small piece of code blocks which is called components. So if there any content change in a particular part of the web app, only the corresponding components will be updating without disturbing others. Components will not only improve the performance, but also it gives us a leverage for reusability of code. Let me give some practical pictorial explanation. If we are considering a typical web application, a single page can be segregated into multiple parts. Here we are splitting into header, sidebar, main content, and footer. First, if you consider this as a conventional web page, then if there any change in the content, then the whole page will be reloading, which will not be efficient as static content will also be reloading on each click. Whereas in case of dynamic single page application, each will be considered as a separate component. So any update in the content will only update the particular component and all other components will be kept as it is. Let's look into a real site. We are much familiar with our YouTube interface. Now I'm going to split this site into multiple components. Here we will consider this as a header component. You might have noticed that this part will not be updated or reload for any of our actions like search or sign in. In the same way, let's split another static component which we will consider as a head sidebar component. Basically, this will be helpful for the user navigation between different contents, but even though it won't reload on each click. Next comes to the main picture, which is a dynamic part. This is the main content of this page. This will be updated based on the user actions through side navigation or search. And please note that only this component will be refreshed rather than refreshing the entire page. So in this way, components are helpful in creating dynamic web application. Now let's go one step deeper and see how the components can be reused. For that, I'm going to split this main layout into further smaller pieces. Here you can see there are 8 videos is listed with its detail. Let us consider each item as a separate component. But wait, before that, have you noticed some similarities in the layout across these items? Let me show its layout. Here, a single item can be splitted into thumbnail container, video tile, channel logo, and its other detail. You can see similar layout is following on other items also. So instead of creating 8 different components, we can create a component with this layout and we can dynamically update its content alone for these different items. In this way, we can achieve the reusability of code through components. Next, we can conclude on what are the advantages of React and why we have to opt React to build our web application. First of all, code maintenance will be easier. Since we are breaking a bigger application into smaller pieces of code, which will have a definite project structure at the end. DOM elements can be handled easily with React. For instance, if you take other libraries like jQuery, if we need to update a DOM element, then we have to use some DOM methods like getElementById. But here we can concentrate only on our business logic rather than on how it's being binded in the background. One of the major advantages of React is virtual DOM concept. Using this, React will make a blueprint of actual DOM and creates a virtual DOM. So whenever a DOM needs to be updated, it will be compared with previous virtual DOM snapshot and find only the elements which needs to be updated. This will make the DOM rendering faster. For instance, if we have 10 list items, I have to update only the first list items. Then, because of this virtual DOM concept, only the first item will be updated and other 9 list items will not be updated. This will improve the performance of the application when it comes for huge websites. Considering all these use cases and advantages, React is becoming a popular platform to build web application, and because of this, a larger ecosystem and community is being formed. So if you have stuck anywhere or if you have any questions or issue, we will get it answered by this large community. There are some basic knowledge we need in order to crack the React concept. We need some basic concepts on HTML and CSS and also on document object model. Then the main picture is JavaScript. Since it's basically a JavaScript library, you should have some basic knowledge and especially on ES6 features like arrow function, classes, imports and exports. And also some of the array function which will be helpful for cleaner coding of React. Similar to React, we have other alternatives to develop some efficient dynamic web application. Some of the familiar frameworks are Angular and Vue.js. Major difference between these is React is a JavaScript library, whereas Angular and Vue.js are JavaScript frameworks. With this, we will wrap up this video, and in next video, we will start to code with React. I hope this video is informative and enjoyed learning with us. Please do like and share this video with your friends. Your suggestions and questions are always welcome. Please leave it in comments. And please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.